Ohio school choice system, I would say it's a failed experiment that has been taking place over 25 years here in the state of Ohio, and it has negatively impacted the work that we're able to do in Columbus City schools.
I think it's human nature to want to have choice, and I think our families are always going to want to have choice.
One of the unique things about Columbus City Schools is that we give a myriad of choices right within the district.
We range from our STEM schools to our career pathway programs to schools that focus on physical fitness to adventure-based schools. I mean, you name it, we have it.
Unfortunately, there are some parents that don't even know the choices that are available because they have not pursued that information.
No doubt there are charter schools that are successful.
But let us not lose sight of the fact that, at least in Ohio, about 85% of the charter schools are not academically successful. And by that, I mean they're falling below a C. They are D and F schools. Whether it's a student returning from a charter, an online school, or an online charter, over 90% come back further behind than they were when they left.
We've left so many children behind, so many children that do not have high school diplomas.
But I think we need to have that same expectation for the traditional public schools. And so where we have poor performing schools, I'm not confident that as a taxpayer I would want to continue to invest in children's attending that place where they're not learning. Again, it's not apples to apples, and we've got to figure out a way to equate those before we begin to say that the funding ought to be equated as well. Money ought to go to the provider that's providing the high quality.
So you have for-profit management company, not-for-profit charter schools. Some percentage of the money that should be going to students is going to the for-profit management company.
It has taken resources away from the traditional public schools and has basically put them in the hands of managers and sponsors who don't seem to service our students in the way that they deserve to be serviced.
1%, then 5%, then 7% of the school district budget has departed via charter. When you start taking $160 million and start moving 5–7% of it, that's a real number.
And most of those dollars are going from higher performing public schools to lower performing, in many cases, charter schools.
Whatever the state was going to give to Columbus goes to the charter school, but then money from our general fund has to make the student whole. The choices that the state is giving our parents is negatively impacting other schools. If that choice means that the traditional public school loses out, to me, that's not a good choice.
It is no accident that when you look at Ohio's state report cards and you look at districts that get A's and compare to the districts that get F's, there's a straight line correlation between the wealth of a community and the performance of that school or district.
And if you're really trying to make a difference in the lives of children, in particular those who are from economically disadvantaged environments, throwing more choices is not the answer. It is really getting at the root of the problem, and that is tackling poverty.
Our kids are not performing academically where they need to be. In the same breath, it's important to realize where our kids come from and why they are not performing academically to the level they should be.
This isn't a matter of having a conversation about choices all good or choices all bad. This is about choices need to be good to exist.